On today's Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, the Bucks went for the season sweep against the Green Bay Blizzard. We've got the highlights. Plus, now the Bucks are headed down the home stretch with just 2 regular season games to go. We look ahead to their trip to Iowa. And coming off his best game of the year, we speak with wideout Lorenzo West. It's all coming up on the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, which starts right now. Welcome inside our BEK studios to another episode of the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, everybody. I'm your host, David Sugarman. Following a 34-27 loss at Tucson, the 6-6 Bucks returned for their final home game of the regular season with big playoff implications on the line as they took on the 5-5 Green Bay Blizzard. The Bucks trying to make it a perfect 4-0 sweep against Green Bay this season. Blizzard got the ball first, 3rd down and 9. QB Brooke Bowles back to pass. 25 yards later, Blizzard strike first. Wideout Keeslow Smith hauls it in. That was the score at the end of the first. Second quarter, a little bit deeper this time. Bowles for Craig bounces off the wall, and Keandre Kegg blows by the Bucks secondary. It's 14-0 Bucks, 46-yard score for Craig. Under a minute to go in the half, 14-3 after a Bucks field goal, and the offense starting to come to life. Quarterback Kenyatta Allen hooks up with wideout Raheem Harvey, 17 yards. Do your thing, Raheem. Blizzard up 14-10 going into the locker room, but Bucks with momentum, and they got the ball to start the third quarter. First drive, Allen lobs it in for Lorenzo West on an 18-yard touchdown grab, his first of the season. Bucks lead 17-14. Later, after a Blizzard field goal locked at 17, backup running back Isaiah Strayhorn. You haven't heard his name a lot this year. That might change. 37-yard touchdown for Strayhorn, 24-17. Bucks go on top. Little over 2 minutes to go in the third. Bowles, beautiful pump fake, and it frees up Craig once again. 45-yard score. He had 91 of his 99 yards on those 2 catches, and we're locked at 24 going to the fourth. Early fourth quarter, Allen knows he can be mobile, and how about some toughness? Finishing the run, 5-yard score, Bucks up 31-24. Just over 6 minutes to play. Allen going to do it again. The fake for Rankin, propelling himself into the promised land. 3-yard score, Bucks up 2 touchdowns with under 6 minutes to play. 2:25 left in the fourth. Blizzard hanging around. What a catch. Corner of the end zone for Keyshawn Taylor. 25 yards, 38-30 after a missed extra point. One more look, giving up his body near the wall. Under a minute to go in the game. Kicker Cody Barber, a chance to put it away from 38. Right down the pipe. Cody Barber nails his second field goal of the game. Bucks win 41-30. They go to 7-6. The brooms are out. Afterwards, the Bucks spoke on the importance of the win and the sweetness of going 4-0 against Green Bay.
Sweeping Green Bay definitely put a lot of smiles on a lot of our faces. It's tough beating a team in this league 4 times, and to do that is really, really good. And to give us the momentum headed towards the playoff, especially with 2 games left, we play a very tough Iowa team this week. We're all excited for that matchup.
That was amazing, especially being thrown into the fire, like you said, for us to come up and close that out was real, real big. And so we're looking forward to the next opponent to continue to finish the job.
It was a big win. I mean, we came off that loss against Tucson, so we need to get back on the hot streak. So that was great, and just to sweep a team felt amazing, like NBA Finals.
Several other games around the league this weekend. Frisco skates by Sioux Falls in classic fighters close game fashion, 37-33. Tucson just gets by Northern Arizona, 48-46. Duke City and Arizona, the Rattlers, top record in the league. They stay that way, 60-48 win over Duke City. And finally, Massachusetts over Spokane, 63-57. With just 2 games left in the regular season, the Bucks will be on the road for the remainder of the season, and that starts at Iowa this Saturday. The Bucks have played the Barnstormers twice already this season, going 1-1 in 2 vastly different ball games. The first contest back on May 29th went down to the wire until a late onside kick helped seal a 49-42 Iowa win. Just 2 weeks later, the Bucks bounced back in a big way at home. The Bucks led from wire to wire in a 53-22 win, their largest margin of victory this season. With Iowa at 4-5 and just 1 spot back of the 8th and final playoff spot, the Bucks know they'll need to be prepared for a hungry Barnstormers team.
Well, we're in desperate mode too. I mean, just because we're sitting there kind of close. We have a saying around here. It's the kind of cliche, it's the kind of thing we just say, but it's always don't get too comfortable. So, and even though we say it jokingly around the team a lot, but it never be too comfortable kind of, scenario, when it comes to, this sport and jockeying for position and trying to get into playoffs, it can't be too comfortable.
I like to pretty much tell the team, let's take it play by play. They'll help us in a pretty successful standpoint. And if everyone do their job and do what it's supposed to do, I just feel like we'll be unstoppable.
Time for a short break. When we come back, we'll sit down with Bucks head coach Rod Miller.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks.
Everybody needs an off season, but our announcers have a tough time slowing down.
Hey, do you mind if I practice a little bit? Right, I'm really big man. Johnson holds, shoots, he scores! Incredible! For the second time today, Brent has jammed the printer. Lowry's 3rd caramel roll of the day. That's a bold move.
And he drains one. Blind squirrel finds a nut. And back to normal.
Staying connected is more important than ever, and we're proud to have connected you when it mattered most. Whether it was working remotely at your new home office or providing cutting-edge security and connectivity solutions, or connecting you to your customers in new ways. More than ever, your local co-op is here for you. Choose local, choose BEK Connect.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center, and the Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
Welcome back inside the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show, and it wouldn't be the Coaches Show without the man himself, head coach Rod Miller. Thanks for joining us as always.
Glad to be here as always.
Last week, the team was preaching that the playoffs started right now for you guys. This game felt like it had a playoff intensity to it. What was it like down on the sidelines in that atmosphere?
Yeah, it was an intense atmosphere. I mean, the crowd was great, the fans was great. I mean, really got behind us and really got us energized and pumped up. We got a slow start, and they kind of, that ninth man feeling kind of kicked in and got us back on track. So, it was definitely a playoff atmosphere for us. We had a tough task and trying to get ready to make a playoff push, but at the same time trying to beat a team 4 times in a season is very tough. So it really was a lot of intensity in that game because we knew we had a mission we had to accomplish.
You start the game, not great, down 14-0. You outscore Green Bay 41-16 the rest of the way. What flipped the switch offensively?
Just finally started, executing, get where we need to get to and make some plays. Looking back in hindsight, we got a review, and actually the first touchdown that was called back should have been called back. So, but that's how things go after the fact. So I wish that would have happened.
We'll give a call to the league office.
Right, exactly. So that was a review that should have been called. So, in hindsight, like I said, that happened. But, we just have to start faster. We just have to make sure that we execute, catch the ball. I think the first play of the game we had a drop ball. So, we just have to do the things that we need to do to make sure that we're in positions to score on every series.
Quarterback Kenyatta Allen, 4 total touchdowns this week, seemed a lot more comfortable in the offense. You mentioned that you always see the biggest jump from game 1 to game 2. Where did you see the biggest improvements from Allen?
I think just his command of the game, and under control. The first game I think he was kind of excited. If you watched, he had slippery feet, he changed his shoes and all those good things he needed to do. But I think he just had better command of the game. The game slowed down for him. I think he was moving very fast that first game because he hadn't played in a while and shaking the rust off and things like that. And you can practice, but practice speed and game speed are two different things. So I think the fact that he had already had some game speed experience and practice helped slow the game down. So we got to the game last Saturday, it was able to slow down for him.
A breakout game for wideout Lorenzo West, 4 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown. What allowed him to let loose this week after not having a catch all year?
Just having an opportunity. We tell the guys all the time, and Coach told me before the game, when you get your opportunity, make the most of it. When you get your foot in the door, make sure we can't close it on you. So that's what happened. He got in the game, had his opportunities, but, he's been doing that in practice all year. He's been doing great. Unfortunately, he's just, behind some great receivers that we have, but, that shows what we have in the cupboard. When guys get hurt, you got guys like that can step up. That's huge.
Defensively, you were able to keep Green Bay in check without forcing a turnover. I know you'd love to force a turnover or two. However, what's that say about the defense?
Our defense is based off of different things. We don't go a lot of stats, and a lot of people are big on stats. The only stat to us that matters is 3 things: 3rd down conversions, 4th down conversions, and we call stops. You don't have to have a turnover to get a stop. If they miss a field goal, that's considered a stop. If they make a field goal, that's a half a stop, meaning we're going to exchange, points, 6 points for 3 points. So we'll take that. We had 5.5 stops that game, and our philosophy is you get 3 stops a game, you're supposed to win. You get 4 and 5, you're supposed to beat a team pretty good. So that's what we're based off of. So we're getting stops. May not be turnovers, but a turnover to us, if they turn the ball over and don't score, that's a turnover.
Looking ahead, you go to Iowa next. Last time you played the Barnstormers, went pretty well. Won by 31, limited MVP quarterback DeQuan Neal to just 2 for 13 and 1 touchdown. What's the key to limiting his damage again?
It's the same thing. You got to keep him contained. You let him get outside the box, he's going to take off and run. He's very athletic. He's a good quarterback. And we did a good job last time we played them of making sure we didn't let that happen. We got to do the same thing this year. This week, because they are trying to get a win. They're trying to get a playoff push, so we know they're going to give us their best shot. The last time we played in Iowa, we lost. So we definitely have a task ahead of us to make sure we get a win, keep our playoff push going, but at the same time, contain him because he's a dangerous quarterback.
You touched on Iowa's situation. They've lost 3 in a row, 4 out of 5. On the outside, looking in right now, 1 spot back of the final playoff spot. They'll come out with some desperation. How do you make sure your guys match that energy?
We just have to, like I said, every game is a playoff game. It's one and done. That's how we got to treat it. So when you treat it that way and look at it that way, hey, we lose, we don't play again. So that's the mentality that we're taking, that we have to come out, be aggressive, play smart, and come away with the victory. Because there is no tomorrow if you lose in the playoff, and we're treating every game like a playoff.
I know there's still work to do. However, let's take a moment to acknowledge 7 wins. That's now the most in franchise history. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's big for us, because we wanted to get something accomplished, knowing that the last time we played, it was the start of a changeover, turn the team to a new direction. We were 2-12 that first year, so it's just a matter of getting the team to the right place we need to get to. So we're proud of that, but we still want more victories. Our goal is to be 9-6 in the regular season, and hopefully, like I said, make it to a championship game and get 12 wins. So that's what we're looking at right now. We'll celebrate that later, but right now we still got a mission to keep accomplishing.
5 wins away from 12, 2 wins away from 9. Right now, you're going for that 8th win. Right. What's the code word going into this week?
The code word is parity. This league this year has been parity. There's been a lot of parity in the league this year. Teams can beat anybody on any given weekend, and that's how we're approaching it. We got to do our part to make sure we're ready, because the records matter, but in a way they don't matter, because there are teams that are beating teams that probably shouldn't have, or teams you think that are going to win or not winning. So we're taking it that way, do our part to make sure, because, hey, all we got to do is get to the playoffs, and that's why I said that parity kicks in, where it doesn't make a difference who you are, what your record is, anybody can win.
Parity is the code word for this week. Take that word to social media. You only got a couple more chances to win some Buck swag and prizes, maybe some t-shirts, maybe some jerseys. We'll see what we can find for you. Take that word to social media. Again, the code word is parity. Bucks head coach Rod Miller. Coach, thanks so much. Good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bucks head coach Rod Miller. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about wide receiver Lorenzo West. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Everybody needs an off-season, but our announcers have a tough time slowing down.
Hey, do you mind if I practice a little bit? Right, I'm really big man. Johnson holds, shoots, he scores! Incredible! For the second time today, Brent has jammed the printer. Lowry's third caramel roll of the day. That's a bold move.
And he drains one. Blind squirrel finds a nut. And back to normal.
Staying connected is more important than ever, and we're proud to have connected you when it mattered most. Whether it was working remotely at your new home office or providing cutting-edge security and connectivity solutions, or connecting you to your customers in new ways. More than ever, your local co-op is here for you. Choose local, choose BEK Connect.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center, and the Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
Welcome back to the show, everybody. With wide receivers Mike Kerrigan and JT Stokes both out this week, somebody needed to step up to help out new quarterback Kenyatta Allen in just his second game of the season. Leave it to wide receiver Lorenzo West to make an impression on Bucks fans in their final home game of the regular season and step up in a big-time way. West led all receivers with 4 catches and 54 yards, including an 18-yard touchdown grab in the second half. The Pittsburgh State product hadn't had a catch all season and had played in just 4 games. However, he prides himself on being ready when the moment arrives.
I just stay patient and wait on opportunities, and opportunity presents itself. So just wanted to make big plays when the opportunity presents itself and just stand out this game.
Oh, he's been working hard like this all year in practice. So everything that I saw in the game, I've seen in practice every day this year. So like I said, Zoe's been ready. He's been prepared. So when he got a chance to go off in the game, I was so happy for him.
West's breakout game comes just 2 games into Allen's tenure under center. Despite Allen still settling into the Bucs system, their connection is already apparent to anyone watching, and they feel it too.
I think we got a pretty good chemistry. We've been working in practice, and it's been meshing good so far, so I think we're on the right page. It just comes from practicing. I mean, what we do in practice is transfer to the game. So we've been connecting in practice, and we was able to connect in the game. I know he's going to give us all each and every play. I know he'll catch the ball in big moments.
Time for our final break. When we come back, it's time for another Hurry Up offense. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bismarck Bucks Coaches Show.
Hey Bucks fans, if you're planning an outing, birthday, or employee appreciation night, then bring your group out to the Buck Stop for a night of fast-paced, high-scoring football. Your group will receive discounted tickets, options for reserved seating, scoreboard messages, VIP services, swag, and a space to gather during the game. You can also participate in pre-game ceremonies, halftime entertainment, in-game contests, and more. Call 701-595-0771 or visit bismarckbucks.com/tickets. All GA is first come, first serve. We'll see you on the turf. Go Bucks!
Everybody needs an off-season, but our announcers have a tough time slowing down.
Hey, do you You might have had practice a little bit.
Right, I don't really think that.
Johnson holds, shoots, he scores! Incredible. For the second time today, Brent has jammed the printer. Lowry's third caramel roll of the day. That's a bold move.
And he drains one. Blind squirrel finds a nut. And back to normal.
Staying connected is more important than ever. And we're proud to have connected you when it mattered most. Whether it was working remotely at your new home office or providing cutting-edge security and connectivity solutions, or connecting you to your customers in new ways. More than ever, your local co-op is here for you. Choose local, choose BEK Connect.
Indoor football is back at the Event Center, and the Bismarck Bucks season is right around the corner. The team will be fueled and ready to compete on game days thanks to our 2021 food sponsors. Dine with any of our supporting partners and get a free Bucks ticket to any home game in the 2021 season. Great food and free football. Tickets are first come, first serve, so get yours now. Call 701-595-0771 for more ticket information. And go Bucks!
At BEK Communications, we've been planning for your future. Over the past decade, we've placed nearly 200,000 miles of dedicated fiber optics in the ground, enough fiber optic strands to circle the world 8 times. Taking no shortcuts, we connected every home and business in our service area with dedicated fiber optics. It's your personal, unrestricted, unthrottled connection to the world. Best of all, this dedicated fiber means you do not share your connection. We call this intimate dedicated connection BEK Fiber. Trusting your digital life to faceless tech giants can be risky. Will they keep your family and business information truly safe from prying eyes? If you subscribe to local BEK Lightband internet service, you already have BEK Cloud Backup. BEK Cloud Backup is the safest, most private cloud storage for all your family memories, schoolwork, and business documents. Call 701-475-2361 to start using your free space on BEK Cloud Backup today.
Welcome back to another Hurry Up Offense. This week we're talking to defensive lineman John Williams. John, we're going to go end zone to end zone and see if we can learn a little bit about you.
Let's do it.
All right, first things first, go-to pregame meal.
I say eggs and hash browns, something light. I don't like to feel heavy.
What would you rather eat your favorite food, but you can only eat that the rest of your life, or never eat it again?
Never eat it again.
Ooh, wow.
I like to have variety, yeah.
What is your favorite food?
Probably pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Any particular kind?
Basic pepperoni. Yeah, I'm pretty basic.
Hey, nothing wrong with pepperoni. Hometown?
Los Angeles.
Favorite restaurant in Los Angeles?
I haven't been in LA in 13 years. Oh, that's tough.
Okay, fair. I won't put you on the spot.
I'll say Saltgrass because I came from Houston.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Favorite football memory from any point in your life?
Winning conference in college, Southland Conference Championship. That was pretty cool.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh, that's tough too. I say Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Spider-Verse. Miles Morales, yeah.
When they make the movie about your life, who are they casting to play you?
Oh, The Rock.
The Rock? Second guy to play The Rock. Who'd be better? You or Tony Sparrow was The Rock?
Oh, me. I'm built way better. Not way better, but similar.
John The Rock Williams, another Hurry Up Offense.
Yes, sir.
I'll definitely get tickets to when The Rock plays the John Williams story. Thanks, John, for helping us out this week. Now it's my favorite time of the week. Let's give away some free stuff. Mike Martin, you are our Coach's Code Word winner for this week. Keep an eye on that inbox. We'll be getting in touch with you very, very soon. Mike Martin's our winner for this week. We've only got a couple of Coach's Code Word segments left to go. If you want to find out how you can win, pay attention right now. Perk up the ears, open up the eyeballs, crack open your notebooks. Parody is the code word for this week. parity. A lot of parity in the league. That's what on Coach Miller's mind right now, especially with the playoffs on the horizon. The Bucks just 2 regular season games left to go. Already have 7 wins, the most franchise in franchise history. Hoping to build on it to finish out the year. Take the code word parity to Bismarck Bucks Football on Facebook, at Bismarck Bucks on Twitter, and at Bismarck_Bucks on Instagram. Submit your answer via social media and just 1 entry per person, please, if you can help it. I know we all want that cool Bucks swag, those cool Bucks prizes. This is the place that would be every week, though. We only got a couple more weeks, like we said. 2 more regular season games to go, and then potentially the playoffs for the Bucks. Right now, they're sitting pretty at the number 5 seed, hoping to move up to 4 possibly and secure a home playoff game. Either way, we'll be here every Wednesday night for the rest of the season. Every Wednesday at 6:30. This is the place to be, talking everything Bucks with Coach Miller. Let's take a quick look at the Bucks' upcoming schedule. No more home games, at least in the regular season. Like we said, Bucks hoping to be able to secure a home playoff game. Still work to do there. But this Saturday night, 7:05 kickoff at Iowa against the Barnstormers. Then, because Louisville was terminated, I should say, from the league, the Bucks had to drop a game. They dropped their August 14th game against Sioux Falls. They'll get essentially another bye week, their 3rd of the season, and then they'll take on Duke City in Duke City to close out the regular season, August 21st. That is a 6:05 Central kickoff. That's going to do it for this week's show. For our entire BEK Sports and BEK News crew working so hard behind the scenes to make this show possible, I'm David Sugarman. It's the Bucks and the Barnstormers this Saturday night. Until then, have a safe week.